Hello, this is a course just about Nearpod. So I have this handy dandy Nearpod crash course doc that I borrowed from another teacher that you can use. So if you would like it, just email me and I'm happy to send it to you. So if you're not familiar with Nearpod, we have a free Nearpod subscription from the district. They purchased a district license, so it opens up a lot of cool things for us. But there's three ways that you can make Nearpod. So you can make a Nearpod from scratch. You can import your PowerPoint slides, which is what I do most of the time because I'm picky about formatting, and then Google Slides. I don't particularly like the Google Slides importing, but it is a nice feature. So some people like it. I'm pickier. So anyway, so when you log into Nearpod, this is what you get. You can see I already have a lot of lessons that have been saved in here that I've created and some that I've taken from their library. So over here on the left-hand side, you'll have your library. This is reports, so any Nearpods that your students do will show up in this area, and then you can click on it and see the students' activity level and stuff. Subplans, school library. This is where teachers in our school have created lessons, and that you can go in and use them. Okay, share. You can share lessons this way. There's a lot of different ways you can do that. There's a district library too as well. This is where you can search the Nearpod library, and there are so many different choices. So you can select it any way that you want. They have some great partnerships for lessons. They do have one with I just forgot the name of Newsella, but you have to have a subscription with that one. So that's kind of you can use that one, but then you have to link it in there. I love the BBC Worldwide one. There's a lot of really great lessons already pre-made in here. So this is great things to check out and see if they have things that you want. So that is that. There are lots of different options that you can do when you create a Nearpod slide. Well, there's courses, there's content and activities that you can do. And you can do a self-paced lesson or a live participation. So if you wanted to let's say you're doing a lecture in class or direct instruction in class, you can do a live participation one, and then you can put a student-paced one online on campus where students can follow along. And it's pretty easy to do that. Okay. And then there's Google Slides as well. Okay, so that's just kind of this is just a brief overview of all the things, but now I'll show you some cool things in here. With Nearpod, they've added some cool new features. You want to go into your settings and go into lesson settings, and then I turned on enable student names autofill, because that makes it so much easier, and then they don't put in silly nicknames or inappropriate ones. The enable immersive reader, this is where it will read the slides to the students, and it's pretty cool. So you want to make sure you have that turned on. Enable student notes, and then this one, there's some other ones, but there's one that this one right here is the golden pop, oh, yay! Requires student submissions. And this is where they have to, when they go through the activities, they can't skip them. They have to, do all the activities in the lesson, because sometimes let's go through and skip and not do it, and you're like, nope, you got to keep doing that. So, let me go back into, that's my thing. Let me go back into Nearpod. Okay, so let me just show you some cool things. I gotta pick a random, here's my random one here. We'll do a video of this. So I'm going to show you what cool things that you can do in your pod. Let me load. So you can put videos in on the slides. You can do a collaboration where it's like sticky notes up here, and you can do it where you approve it and go through polls where people vote on things. This goes through how to make lessons. There's just a lot of really cool things that you can do. An open-ended question. You can do a draw it, what students love, the drawing one. You can do quizzes. Fill in the blank. Here's virtual, like VR, virtual reality field trips, which are really, really cool to do. And then there are also time to climb. It's kind of like where they have to like race up certain things, which is like really fun. So if I go into, let me pick one that's not. Sorry, I'm trying to think of one that's my kids aren't doing right now. No. So let's do Utah Studies one. Okay. Sure, this one. Okay. So edit. I just added up my Google Slides from there. And then, okay. It's easy. You can add a slide. And then here's the video thing where you can actually have it not embedded, where you can do the pictures, or you can put in questions and activities where the kids watch the video and have to answer a question, kind of like play pause it. You can do web content, like one of my PowerPoints, I'm having my students go to a website and they have to answer some questions from there. The field trip, there's so many field trip things. They have some 3D modeling that happens too, activities. I love the quiz one. Flipgrid is good too. The collaborative board, draw it. The time to climb is like the kind of like a quizzes or Kahoot where the kids are trying to race up, beat other people type of thing. So though these are pretty cool, you can embed a lot of really cool things in here. Like we have like a lot of videos and drawings and polls and open-ended questions. And so this is just a great way to be more, have the kids be more engaged in doing direct instruction. And then it's really easy to add to Canvas. And when you go into your Canvas, you can go into the module that you want to add it in. So I'm going to add one here, sure. And you do external tool. Click on that. And then go to Nearpod, and it's right here. And then you can pick which one. Let's say I want to do this one. And I can do student based. And then down here is where you can change, like the name of it and stuff. Like if I just want it to be, instead of Nearpod name, I can just change whatever they want the name to be. Okay. There. And then add item. And then what's super sweet is when you go to grade it, it shows you each of the kids' activity. That it gives you their little report about what they do, and it makes it so much easier and speed grader. So there are lots of really cool things in your pod. You definitely want to check out the already made lessons. And then if you have questions, just let me know. And have a great day.